be thankful that we are in the strong, capable, darkly bruised baby hands of the orangutan in the Oval Office. As healthcare for millions of Americans hangs in the balance, our president is scheduled for his annual checkup tomorrow at Walter Reed Hospital. This will be his second yearly checkup this year. He had one 6 months ago, but it feels like it's been a year, so they decided to...
Tyrannosaurus t-shirt, please.
Teacher. I'm so sorry. I want to apologize with you because I think this is not like you. This is more like Donald Trump.
Did you say I look more like Donald Trump?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jimmy Kimmel and Bad Bunny didn't just drag Donald Trump, they buried him under a mountain of jokes, rhythm, and righteous chaos. Kimmel came armed with late-night venom. Bad Bunny brought the global swagger. Together, they turned Trump's tantrums into pure comedy gold. This wasn't a roast, it was a lyrical beatdown laced with glitter, shade, and zero mercy. By the end, Trump wasn't trending, he was trembling. Entertainment became execution, and every punchline landed like a headline.
Portland. I think it's important that we know what is really going on. So if you live in Portland, Chicago, Memphis, D.C., any of the cities where Trump is sending in the National Guard to protect you from squirrels, I don't know. We want to see it. We want to see what's going on. So please make a video of your war-torn community and post it to YouTube with the hashtag #ShowMeYourHellhole.
I didn't feel any pressure to say something. I did it because I felt it. I was angry at the time because I was here in New York. So I was like, what? This guy is close. It's right there. Yeah, I know he was a comedian, blah, 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 blah. But that wasn't a stand-up comedy show. It was supposed to be a
political rally,
something.
Kimmel opens the destruction with a smirk that says he already knows the ending. He treats Trump's America like a badly written sitcom, no continuity, cheap dialogue, and a lead who refuses to leave the stage. Every week is a rerun. Every scandal, a recycled plot twist. Kimmel doesn't exaggerate. He simply narrates the madness as it is a presidency powered by hashtags, tantrums, and self-promotion. He compares press briefings to filler episodes where the cast improvises because the script never showed up. Somehow, the show still airs because the star refuses to cancel himself.
Checkup will take place in the morning tomorrow, but the White House has already released the results. He is 7'2", 180 pounds, and his erections can deadlift a Cybertruck. So, congratulations, Mr. President. I will say, no matter how bad you think your job is, it's important to remember there's someone out there who has to give Donald Trump a prop day.
In Kimmel's satire, Trump isn't a politician, he's a man auditioning endlessly for applause he can't hear anymore. He gestures toward invisible crowds, chants slogans like forgotten lyrics, and mistakes silence for support. Kimmel marvels at the spectacle, a man who can turn a global crisis into a ratings announcement. The president's speeches loop like reruns of grievance and denial. Kimmel doesn't rage. He grins. Every mistake breeds another performance, every backlash another act. It's not governance, it's improved gone rogue.
This is day 8 now of the shutdown, which is causing headaches for millions of Americans, and we can't even take Tylenol for it anymore. One of the concerns that Democrats had about getting into this was that Trump might take the opportunity to fire a whole bunch of federal workers. He promised to do that, but according to at least one White House official, they haven't acted on it because, quote, we do not want to appear gleeful about people losing their jobs. Unless, of course, those people work at a late-night talk show, in which case...
Bad Bunny brings vibration. He doesn't argue with Trump, he outlives him. He is everything Trump pretends doesn't exist. Youth, culture, confidence, plurality. Bad Bunny doesn't need permission to shine, his existence is rebellion. A Puerto Rican superstar commanding the world stage while Trump preaches division, it's satire in motion. His videos are messages. His music is defiance. Trump may have the podium, but Bad Bunny owns the planet's playlist, and he doesn't waste a single beat mocking the outdated soundtrack of power.
It was supposed to be a
political rally,
something. At the first time, I didn't know there was a comedian because he was on Suit. It wasn't funny. Yeah, I can understand that is a joke, but there's people that doesn't understand that it's a joke. People who gonna agree with that joke and say.
Kimmel builds on that defiance with surgical comedy. He paints Trump as a man furious that reality stopped taking his calls. A leader allergic to fact-checking, baffled that the world won't bend to his script. Kimmel's brilliance lies in understatement. He never calls Trump insane. He just describes him, and the audience connects the dots. The administration becomes a traveling circus, missing its tent, just noise, performers, and a tweeting lion. He muses that the Oval Office might be the only set in history where chaos counts as choreography.
How about we go to Marco? You can talk a little bit about what's going on, and
well,
go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President. I don't know one day perhaps the entire story will be told about the events of yesterday, but suffice it to say, it's not an exaggeration that none of it would have been possible without the President of the United States being involved.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to give the president a prostate exam with Marco Rubio poking his nose up there all the time? So that was from the president's televised cabinet meeting.
Meanwhile, Jimmy strikes from another angle. He doesn't speak satire, he embodies it. Every performance is a middle finger wrapped in melody. His art drips with commentary Trump could never decode, not because it's subtle, but because it's real. Bad Bunny doesn't argue with speeches. He counters with resonance. When Trump builds walls of fear, Bad Bunny builds bridges of rhythm. When Trump defines patriotism by exclusion, Bad Bunny redefines it through celebration. Every lyric, every visual, every appearance becomes joy weaponized against hypocrisy. Kimmel fuels that energy with razor-sharp wit. He jokes that Trump's strength is measured in volume, his loyalty in flattery, and his truth in convenience. He pictures cabinet meetings like warm-up rehearsals and press briefings as bad improved. The absurdity is so vast that exaggeration's impossible. The jokes aren't written, they're reported.
Caitlin Collins from CNN asked Trump whether he plans to pardon Epstein's right-hand woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, and whereas he's usually, very quick to weigh in bigly on this type of thing, for this one, suddenly even-tempered and even deferential.
The Supreme Court is back in session. They rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance at getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're open to doing?
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people who have asked me for pardons. I call them Puff Daddy.
Jimmy Kimmel and Bad Bunny turn that observation into movement. Their art collides with rebellion lights, beats, and laughter as defiance. Power, in their world, isn't fear, it's rhythm. Trump's attempts to silence that energy only make him smaller. Bad Bunny doesn't fight, he thrives. His very success, in a presidency obsessed with control, becomes the loudest rebellion. Kimmel sees the poetry. Every Bad Bunny track drops, Trump's approval drops lower. He calls it the decibel war, one man's speeches versus another's songs. Both loud. Only one listened to. Kimmel mocks how Trump's followers dance to slogans while the rest of the world dances to evolution.
Turn the air traffic control tower into a spirit Halloween. In times like these, you wish you could just fly on your pedophile best friend's private jet, but no. While the Senate is having hearings, the House is closed for business. Mike Johnson has refused to open the doors because when he does, they'll have to swear in a Democrat who won a special election in Arizona and would likely be the deciding vote on whether to release the Epstein files. He could even swear her in now while the House is out of session, but Danny Donald doesn't want that. So
Bad Bunny answers silence with sound. When Trump attacks, he doesn't respond, he releases. His concerts feel like revolutions disguised as shows. Every beat declares belonging without borders. Kimmel turns that truth into punchlines, calling Trump's America monochrome in a multicolor century. He imagines the president banning reggaeton because rhythm polls higher than rhetoric. It's absurd, but barely. Then Kimmel twists the knife, the economy of ego. Trump, he says, treats criticism as currency and lies as applause. Every briefing sounds like a trailer. Coming soon, another victory that didn't happen. He exposes absurdity replacing accountability while Bad Bunny responds with art as rebellion. Skirts, nails, freedom, all symbols that Trump's culture war can't kill. You can't fight the future with nostalgia.
I didn't feel any pressure to say something. I did it because I felt it. I was angry at the time because I was here in New York. So I was like, what? This guy's close. It's right there. Yeah, I know he was a comedian, blah, 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 blah. But that wasn't a stand-up comedy show. It was supposed to be a
Political rally,
something. At the first time, I didn't know there was a comedian because he was on suit. It wasn't funny. Yeah, I can understand that it's a joke, but there's people that doesn't understand that it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
People who gonna agree with that joke and gonna say, yes, perfect.
Kimmel turns it into a thesis disguised as comedy. Trump builds walls, culture dances over them. He imagines the president checking TV ratings like policy reports leadership by view count. Every crisis becomes content. Every controversy a rerun. Stay tuned. He jokes America's new motto. Beneath the laughs lies exhaustion. Kimmel's comedy feels like therapy for a nation tired of chaos. Bad Bunny's music becomes the anthem for those left outside Trump's America. Kimmel paints the final image a nation dancing while its leader sulks in the spotlight, desperate for applause that's moved on. Trump becomes a ghost haunting his own show, still demanding praise from an empty room. The laughter's hollow, now irony has replaced joy.
Marco wasn't the only one gobbling his polo.
I just want to echo what Marco said. It is a personal honor to be able to witness the way you lead and negotiate.
That's nice. Pete gets very emotional when he's hammered and sometimes affectionate. There does appear to be some progress happening in the Middle East. Trump says Israel and Hamas have agreed to phase 1 of the peace plan he forced on them because they're giving out the Nobel Peace Prize tomorrow. He grabbed them by the PC and they liked it.
Bad Bunny's performances, drenched in color and confidence, become metaphors for rebirth. His stage lights eclipse Trump's press lights. His concerts feel like freedom rallies, not fandoms. Kimmel watches, narrating with bittersweet clarity. He calls it poetic justice, the man who measured patriotism by applause now drowned out by rhythm. Trump's Twitter feed? Just background noise in a nightclub no one's listening to. Power built on noise always loses to melody. Bad Bunny's art doesn't destroy Trump, it erases him, slowly, beautifully. The finale. Trump alone at a podium, shouting into silence. The audience has moved on.
You might not know these, but I'm doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and I think everyone is happy about it. Even Fox News.
Bad Bunny is my favorite musician, and he should be the next president.
The comedy fades into reflection. Kimmel's tone softens, less fury, more fatigue. He admits the absurdity exhaustion that treating governance as entertainment has drained the nation's spirit. Every laugh, he says, hides a wound. The show's over, he implies, no punchline left. Bad Bunny answers without words. Lights dim, the crowd roars, energy surges, art reclaiming the stage from ego. The politician fades, the performer rises. Trump's spectacle doesn't crash, it dissolves. Kimmel's final smirk lingers like truth unspoken, and Bad Bunny's last beat fades into silence. What's left isn't laughter, it's awareness. Noise isn't power. Attention isn't respect. A leader built on spectacle can't survive the stillness of truth. And when the lights go out, the illusion finally ends, leaving only reality, raw and undeniable. Kimmel and Bad Bunny don't just destroy Trump, they unmask him.